Hello everybody, this is another Hot Wheels collector video. Today we are looking at the 21 Ford Bronco. This is a really nice casting. It is from the 2022 mainline from I believe C or D case. I'm not sure if this was a carryover or if it was new to the D case. But anyways, that's really the case that's in. Let's talk about where I got this one from. So, got this one from a Smith's very recently. They've had a restock of 2022 mainlines, which is very exciting for me. They are the earlier cases as well. I'm missing most of the cars out of those, so really exciting to see them. And obviously I've picked lots of them up now, so I'm not missing them anymore. And this was one of them. This is an absolute stunner. So without further ado, let's get into the facts about this car. So this car came with two engine options. It came with a 2.3 litre turbo inline 4, which produced 300 horsepower, provided it was on obviously the premium fuel, and 325 pound-feet of torque. There was also a 2.7 litre twin turbo V6 engine, which produced 330 horsepower, provided it was on premium fuel, and 415 pound-foot of torque, again providing it's on that premium fuel. This car had a 10-speed automatic, and that 10-speed automatic was capable of a 0 to 60 in 6.95 seconds. Pretty impressive for a car like this. This car also had a pretty decent top speed for what it is, of 143 miles per hour. Very cool. And this car would have cost you, for the base model, so that's obviously no spec or anything, it's just the standard stuff, $30,000, so not too bad, especially for such a large vehicle in real life. The Hot Wheels casting is not huge. I think it is pretty scaled. Maybe it's a bit too small, I'm not entirely sure. But anyways, that's it for the showcase. That's it for the facts. Now let's get on to the showcase. Alright, so starting off with the side profile of this car, we'll start off with the wheel choice. These are the off-road beadlock wheels from 2009. They are done in black, and the actual main part of the wheel is done in brown. It's an interesting brown. It's not the usual like dirt coloured brown. It's quite light actually. It's very nice. It's not as light as the dune buggy, so like that's meant to be sand, but it's like a sloppy mud type colour. As for the actual colour of the car, it is a good metal grey which is metallic. You can also see this car does have wing mirrors in the metal casting itself. And finally, the arches of this car are created using the black base plastic. Very nice use of that. As for the tampo work, we do have quite a lot going on. So first of all, we have the mud splatters all the way across the car. They continue all the way to the front fender. We also have the Hot Wheels logo, which is done in red. And we also have a nice stripe along the door, which is done in black tampo. And finally, we have the number 1, which is done in black, surrounded with a white circle. Very nicely done. You can also see the door handle is actually in the metal casting, and the front windows of this car are wound down. Really cool to see that. Moving on to the front of the car, I'll start off with the windshield. It does have windshield wipers. Now for the tamper work on the actual front of the car, we only have a little bit, and that is the Bronco writing. They have not gone and done the headlights, oddly, which I found was really interesting considering they have done some tamper work, just not all of it. You can also see that entirety of the front grille as well as front bumper is created using the black base plastic. Very nice use of that once again. Acts as a very nice colour break. You can see the hood is obviously created using the metal. That's really it for the details on the front. It is very accurate to the real life model and is very nicely cast. This side is the exact same as the previous, so I'm not going to bore you on it, but the final thing I do want to talk about on this side is it does have the fuel filler cap. Very nice there. As for the rear of the car, you can see there is no tamper work here. The rear lights have been carved out so you can add your own detail using acrylic paint or Sharpie. That is good to see when they do that, when they don't actually tamper it but they do carve it out, so it will be very easy to make your own custom. You can also see the rear bumper is created using the black base plastic, and this spare wheel on the back is created using the black interior plastic. I believe the base plastic is slightly lighter than the actual interior plastic, as you can see there. You can also see the rear window is done, very accurate to the real life car. The final section of this car is above. I'm going to spin the car around so you can see it a little bit better. Starting off with the actual hood, you can see there is a nice bulge in the hood. Gives that really nice realistic look. And you can also see there is some nice lining on the top for structure, to give it more structure, meaning you could probably walk on it, unlike regular cars, without harming it. And there you go. That's really it for this car. It is a really, really nice one, and that just leads me straight on to my final review and thoughts of this car. Alright, so now taking a look at this car, and for my final review, I think this is absolutely amazing. I think it looks better out the package, and I was pleasantly surprised. This might just well be my favourite Ford in the collection. It really is nice. A final thing I do want to mention is, I did say that the windows were rolled down in the previous segment. They are actually rolled up. I've just noticed that now. Sorry about that. But there you go. It is very nice and it looks really accurate to the real life model. So now that leads me on to my final rating out of 10. Wow. When I first bought this, I thought it'd be about a 7 out of 10. But this has gone right up to a 9 out of 10. There you go. That is my final rating there. I think it definitely deserves it, and it is a very, very nice casting. I didn't think it was going to be as realistic as it is, but all the little fine details are there. The only things that are missing is a few tampos, but really, you could add them yourself. It would not be too much hassle. Anyways, that is really it for this video. So, if you enjoy, make sure you like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Remember, you can also press that notification bell so you do not miss a new upload. Remember, you can also share this video with any friends, family, or in any groups who may be interested. But remember, don't feel pressure to if you don't feel like you have anybody who may be interested in this video. You watching this video all the way to the end means so much to me, and I really do thank you for watching. Anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.